La la la, la, la la la, la, la la, 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 la. Na 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 na. Hello everyone, Akkun is back with another stream. Congratulations, cause I finally made a 3 continuous streams, and yeah, it was 3 continuous streams, so like 3 days. So maybe I can become that one streamer who streams on regular intervals or something of that sort. So, uh, yeah. So today's stream is again, as usual, it is VTuber Connect. Yeah, it's to say as if I don't actually have any other games that I play. So yeah, I don't. I'm a broke person, so I don't have games with me. Well, I played with Waves with 2 days continuously, and I kind of started getting a bit bored of it. I was like, I don't think so. There is any kind of boss fight, and I just didn't want to go through the entire title because that kind of gets tiring. Yeah. And if I was like, if I anyhow have to play dialogues, then why not let's continue VTuber Connect? With this way, I can also see whether the game gets saved or not. So, yeah. So, do I remember the character names? No, I don't. I think I only remember the sister's name Yokone and the VTuber inside this game who is Mana. Apart from that, do I remember anyone else? No. Do I remember that annoying girl who just kept on talking? No. Which is a good thing because I really felt a bit annoyed. She just kept on talking blah 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 this and that. So yeah. So what happened in the game till now, in the story till now, is the main character, I forgot his name. So he is a VTuber fan. He is down the rabbit hole. He was watching some stream. Then he realized that he's hungry. He hasn't eaten anything for the entire day. Then Mr. Cos gives him some lecture, some life tips and all. And then this guy goes like, "Yeah, cool, blah blah." And then he goes to Kombini to buy some packaged food. There he meets this girl who, oh my god, she just kept talking, and they both keep talking for around 1.5 hour or so. And I get tired, they get tired, and this guy gets home. I end my stream because I was tired. I lied in my bed, and that that's how the story went, you know. So yeah, let's continue from there. So I plop down on my chair and lay the contents of the plastic bag on my desk. Ah, at this point, I feel like I should have bought some kind of snacks with me. I could have just eaten while reading the story because I'm starting to feel hungry now. Ah, well, okay. As I open the plastic, as I open the plastic casing of my meal, I stare at the cover of the magazine. Mana's face. Mana's face. Mana's face adorns the front cover with her signature winking peace sign. Like, is it like, eh? So I can't do that with my VTuber model over here, and yeah, yep, I can't. So I can't imagine that whoever is behind Mana might actually be a completely different person. Well, that's life. Even if that was the case, would it necessarily be a bad thing if that was by choice? If the Mana persona is used to become another someone that they want to be, then that's fine, isn't it? Well, of course, because that's their job right now. If that wasn't the case, how could someone not want to be Mana? She's basically perfect in the eyes of the VTuber community. Oh, well, that's how it is. She's a pillar of strength and proof that you can make it to the top with talent and hard work. Again, maybe. I recall what. Ah, yeah, I remember her name was something like that I would call a crow. So, yeah. I recall what Kagurazaka. Yeah, I recall what Kagura. I recall what Kagurazaka told me earlier about her success being a result of luck and timing. There's no way that's completely true. The reason she's so successful is because she's so amazing. Can anyone ignore that fact? I don't think there's much point in thinking about this though. Mana is someone who's out of reach for any of us, especially someone like me. Ha! Here, insert song. Ooh, one, two, sunshine, na 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 na. Yeah, you get the gist. Insert the song to Tukanai Hoshidatu by Aqua because that's a song by Aqua who call Muse as unreachable stars, and I sing the song because I call Aqua as unreachable stars, and yeah, no one else sings because no one thinks I'm an unreachable star. So yeah, the most interaction you can get from her is a verbal reading of your donation. That amount of attention is enough. It's selfish and delusional to think that you can get any more than that. I put down the magazine and flipped through some VTuber streams to occupy myself for the rest of the day. Hi, but still, do get some life, you guys. I stand up from my desk, content as I think about the productivity of my day so far. I managed to make a sizable dent in my gaming backlog while not missing a single second of the VTuber streams. I wanted. Okay, I forgot to understand what I'm reading. So, okay. Okay. I want to agree. Unfortunately, the limitations of the human body are preventing me from going any further, as my body tells me it's time to eat. Oh my god, how can this guy forget to eat? Well, it's not like I can complain because I forget to drink water, so. I remember what Kagurazaka told me the day prior. It's almost time for her to be at the store. Well, I have to go get food anyway. I might as well check if she's there. Why don't you just cook food at home? Like, do you not know? That's because I know. Ha ha ha. The sun once again batters my eyes with its rays of light. I step outside for the first time today. Uh, Maybe get sunglasses if it's that harsh, or just don't look at the sun that damages your eyes. Cause it did for me. As a kid, I used to stare with wide eyes at the sun and be like, "Ah, see, I'm different from everyone. I can stare at the sun and nothing happens." And fast forward to a few years, and I have glasses now. So yeah. So yeah, UV rays are real. So the storefront slowly comes into vision as I approach. I don't see Kagurazaka anywhere. Did I just miss her? No, I'm pretty sure I deluded myself into thinking that she would want to meet me again. I don't know what that weird accent was, but it was real. It was me who did that. So, no, I'm pretty sure I just deluded myself into thinking that she would want to meet with me again. I guess I'll just get my food and head back. Hey, yeah, her name was Makoto. I hear the familiar voice of someone who sounds like they have given up hope in the world. Yeah, this guy's name was Shoma. I remember the characters now, so. Oh, Kagurazaka! I saw you looking disappointed. Did you think that I already left? Did you miss me that much? The only disappointment I get from my life is when VTubers cancel their streams. uh, then just imagine how much of a disappointment I would because I forget to stream for like months and yeah, well, it makes sense because I don't have any viewers and also. Oh, sounds like a satisfying life if that's the only thing that disappoints you. What brings you back here? Oh, you know that thing your body does when you haven't eaten? I also wanted to check out the new jump tap. New. Okay, okay, okay. I thought you were saying I also wanted to check out that new jumping man from the building. I'm sorry. You mean you wanted to get this? Yakurazaka looks down at the stands, her eyes on the last edition of the jump available. Why is it always last with these two? Is she going to mess with me again and take it? Curses, store manager, why do you not restock your shelves? No, that's not the one I meant. Oh, okay, I guess I'll take it then. Wait, no! Sure, you can have it. I can't remember the last time I had the chance to catch up to manga. Kagrazaka gives a somber tone. Is it because she's too busy? If she has the time to talk to me like this, then I would imagine she has the time to catch up to manga. No, not everyone is like you, Shoma, so Which manga do you read? Oh, you're asking me. Most of my favorite mangas are um, disappointing ones. They're basically about reincarnations, transmigrations, or about idle mangas, or revenge mangas with psycho characters killing each other, and yeah, pretty much someone who is mentally unstable. I think I need I need some kind of rehab. So yeah, sorry. I read a lot. Well, used to, but I would like to catch up with heroes, not EOS. I would like to catch up with Heroes of the Sky. I don't know about this manga, so yeah. I have the volumes for those. If you'd like to borrow them sometime. Kakurasaka looks at me weirdly, as if I'm misunderstanding something. Sure, I'll take up on that offer. Don't spoil anything before then, though. I'll murder you. Well, you already act like you have nothing to do. So you might very well do it. How rude! I haven't given up on everything yet. There are plenty of things still worth living for, like cute anime girls and that amazing buffet at the cafe down the street. I don't know about the first part, but the second part surely feels like something I would live for. I look forward in my life. So, yeah, right. Well, you know what this is? Suffering is how you know you are still alive, and you can appreciate the happy moments even more as a result. Just because something's comparatively better. Okay, this is not a tongue twister. Why am I having problem reading it? Just because something's comparatively better doesn't actually make it better, does it? I don't know. Isn't it all comparative? One person's level of suffering might be another person's regular level of living. Well, yeah, that's life. True, maybe my suffering is just a state of being for me at this point. That's how you are going to interpret it. Well, that's her life, her choice. Our conversation is interrupted by the sound of my stomach. Okay, the sound of the stomach, right? I'll give the voice effect like. Sorry, I don't know. Did it record? My mic is quite sensitive. It doesn't record sounds above a certain decibel. So maybe I'll try it again. If you're on your headphones, please um, brace yourself. The sound of his Shoma's stomach goes like, okay, yeah. My mic doesn't. My mic doesn't actually. So you're safe. I'm lucky. Like there's no one in the house, so no one can know what weird shit I'm doing right now. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to keep you from getting any food. No, that's all right. We also probably shouldn't just stand around here. Do you want to head to the park just up ahead after I get some food? Hey, you're asking for a date already? It's only your second meet, and a smile suddenly forms across Kagurazaka's face. Oh, oh. Hey, stop making it weird. I'm quite the busy person, but I guess I'll spare the time to stay with you so you aren't lonely. Yeah, I'm sure you spend your time very wisely. What was that? Nothing. Yeah. I grabbed some rice. Okay, I grabbed some rice balls because I read it as I grabbed some rice tea, and I was like, "What is a rice tea?" Like, I know there is alcohol made of rice, but rice tea there is a tea made of rice, which actually made me like, "Huh? Eh? Eh?" Type. So yeah. Huh. I grabbed some rice balls, tea, and the last cappy, and the last copy of the Jump magazine on the shelf and take them to the counter to check out. When I come back out, Kagrazaka is just staring out into the distance, lost in thought. Maybe she's thinking of the ways to murder you, and maybe you'll be her first murder, and she goes and becomes, a serial killer, goes and kills three, four more hikikomoris, otakus, and stuff like that. Yeah. What are you up to? Hopefully you're not planning how you can murder me and hide my body so that no one catches me and blah blah blah. So, existing sounds rough. I've got what I wanted to buy, so we can go now. Are we not going to ask her why she's over here? What she wanted to buy? Wait for her to buy something? Why is Kagurazaka over here anyhow? I thought she would come over here to buy something. We head down the street to a niche park ahead. Kagurazaka stays straight ahead, but it doesn't seem like she's focusing on the scenery in front of her. I realize I know next to nothing about her, let alone what she could possibly. Well, it's only the second day where you both are meeting each other. I will not be surprised if you don't know anything about her, but rather I'd be more surprised if you knew everything about her in just your second meeting. So, yeah. We arrive at the walkway next to the park's lake and stare at the surface of the water. As I'm eating my rice balls, I think about how I can get to know Kagurazaga better. Throw her into the river and see if she can swim or not. And if she swims, you know that she can swim. If she doesn't, then you know she can't swim. So you better know one thing about her. How does it sound? A perfect date, I guess? No, no, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. I really need some kind of therapy. I'm sure I need some kind of therapy. Say, do you also go to Numazu? Hey, Numazu! Hey, hey, Numazu! You mean Numazu as in Numazu from Uchiura, where Kwa exists? So does it mean that it is in the same universe as last life? Okay. Uh, yeah, he, though, I don't know where Numazu University is, but I'm so curious right now. Is Numazu University in Numazu where Aqua exists? I'm gonna actually quickly have a search. Like, is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Uh, Numazu University. Uh, oh, it's in Kosen. I don't know. Private university, Shizuoka Prefecture, Mass University location. I actually can't see where exactly is this university. Let me see. Nomazu University is in Nomazu or not. Okay, okay. I don't find anything else. It says Hamamatsu and Nomazu, so maybe it is actually in Numazu in Uchiura. I have no idea. Hmm. Kawarasaka breaks her focus and turns to me. Oh, you too? I do. Can't say I'm particularly fan of studying and attending classes though. Well, it looks like you won't be a fan, so yeah. There are people out there who are fans of that. There are people who actually have nothing to do in life, nothing better to do in life. Like, um, but I kind of used to enjoy the classes to some extent because yeah, I didn't have a life then. So if you're passionate about what you study, then sure. Well, I wasn't particularly passionate about studying, but I had nothing else to do, so. I'm mainly doing just because the society is so adamant about sending everybody to get a high education and so that I can have. Oh my god, this lady over here, she has no hope in humanity. Ah, can't say I'm particularly passionate about what I read from these textbooks. Well, I don't know which stream you're in, but I feel like you might be from engineering stream. Maybe. No, I get that. I can't say I'm particularly passionate about the topics in class either. Most of my passions lie outside of what I do in class. That's true for most of us, I believe. Except me, because there was nothing else I was passionate about. So, and they are anime, manga, video games, the types of inspirational and heartwarming stories and characters that are portrayed are the ones I can't get from other. I particularly, again, I'm not passionate about these things. These are, some things that I feel like, oh, that's nice, fine, yeah, it's over, yeah. Once it's over, I'm like, it's over, fine, I'll do some other work now. So, yeah, particularly, yeah. VTubers as well, of course, being able to share in those experiences is also nice. Well, again, no, for me. Consuming creative media lets me experience journeys, feelings, and thoughts from others that I normally wouldn't be able to experience on my own. So you're what they call an otaku. Well, yeah. Haha, very funny. I'm sure that concept is very foreign to you. And like that, and and if that wasn't obvious, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. And like that wasn't obvious enough already from the conversations we have had. Sorry, please don't talk to me anymore. Sure. Her deadpan delivery of that line gets a laugh out of me. Ha ha ha. No, but that's something I completely understand. You're able to make a profound connection with something or someone, even if they might be fictional. Eh, what about you? What are you passionate about? Existing. I don't think that she's passionate about existing. Me? Hmm. Well, what am I passionate about? Probably when I will die, that question keeps remaining in my life. I feel like, when am I going to die? Yeah, that's what I'm passionate about. So yeah, of course, I like the same things you mentioned as well. But if I had to describe it, I like creating things as a way to share my own experiences and convey my feelings. So you're a creator. Oh, I wonder where this will lead us to in this story. You are a VTuber. You are a creator, and that guy is a consumer. He is a big fan of VTubers. You kind of have some kind of weird analogies, the weird uh, thoughts about VTubers and this success, and especially about mana. I really wonder where this is going. Yeah, I really wonder. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, so there are just some things I can't convey through words alone, and being able to create things lets me share that with others. When I draw that piece of art of that one scene that resonated with me, or sing that song about an experience that I wish to convey, I'm able to express myself and hopefully make that connection with others. Eh, nice. When I'm able to bring happiness to others by doing so, then that's fulfilling in ways that words can't do justice. But what about your own happiness? That is also something that we need to consider, right? Yeah, about your own happiness, whether doing that thing makes you happy. Does seeing others happy make you happy? Because there are people, there are certain type of people who are not. Well, I'm not saying that I'm particularly like that, but saying it in a sense because there are people like that. For me, I particularly don't feel anything if I see a person happy or sad or anything. I just lack empathy. So, yeah. So it's a bit similar to what I said, but from the creative side. Your drawing sing though. Sing, draw, dance, voice act. It's not two different things. So sing, draw, dance, voice act, make content. Can't say I'm particularly great in any of it though. Well, if you are not particularly great, then I'm basically something who should not exist. Oh, wow, that's a lot. I'm curious now. Can I see what kind of stuff you make? Yeah, not in a million years. Yeah, same like me. I would not share things to complete strangers. Like I don't share things easily. Although I'm streaming over here, but yeah, I don't share my stream links anywhere else. Cause yeah, I suck at things. So ouch. I understand though. It really is one of the best feelings. So when something that you created is able to touch the hearts of the people who experience it. Hey, I don't know. Never had this feeling. So yeah, I lack empathy. It's like they were able to understand me and form a connection. It's like I made a difference in this world and that I matter. Hey, hey. Now I feel like I don't make a difference in this world and that I don't matter. I thought I would. kind of get to understand a bit from, the creators and the consumers' point of view. But I think after the end of story, I am probably going to be in the depression. So yeah, this was a bit unexpected, but I feel like I'm getting a bit better glimpse into her. What she seemingly reminds me of my own feebleness. How do people have the courage to put themselves out there like that? What if everybody hates what you create? Uh, you be like me, just don't care, or maybe I care a lot. So yeah, just you. What if the thing that you wish to convey is misconstrued and harms people? Well, that's what happens. I recall what Kagrazaka said the day prior about why she likes VTubers. That VTubers can be a way for people to express themselves in ways that they normally couldn't. As a VTuber, it's like you're reborn as a new person and have a fresh start. Nobody can know who you actually were unless you tell them. Well, in my case, everyone knows who I am, so yeah, I'm not I didn't reborn. I'm not a fresh start. I'm just an old man over here. Maybe that anonymity can empower people to overcome that fear and put themselves out on the internet to share their own experiences. I don't know. When I think about internet anonymity, I mostly think about how people use it as a weapon to hurt others without any consequences. Well, I have tried both, and particularly nothing kind of matters in my case. So yeah, but maybe it can be used to protect and empower people. Wait, all of Kagura ways of expressing herself are typically those that VTubers also have. She also has the courage to put herself out there, and she herself mentioned that VTubers are a way for people to express themselves. But she be, oh my god, finally, Shoma, you think you have a brain? No, I take back whatever I was saying. Yeah, you're dumb. So yeah, I'm sorry if for even a second that I thought that you might be someone genius. So no, the chances are pretty small, statistically speaking, anyway. And I can't imagine someone who's as jaded as her would be one. Eh, well, that's harsh of you, Shoma. That's not how you judge people. And even if she was, it's not like she would say that she was. Well, there is a reason she's a VTuber. She is anonymous. She doesn't reveal who she's. So just take a look at the previous conversations you had. So, hmm. If you think about it, once we are gone from this world, we would only have those that remember us to have a lasting impact on the world. Well, that's true. In my case, it would probably only be my kids if I ever have, and yeah, that's it. Probably they will also forget me after a few years, and yeah, I'm just yeah, that's it. No one else. Yeah. But once they're also gone, then you can no longer influence anything. Well, uh, but if you had created something and left it behind, then you can continue to make a difference. Maybe that's my way of rebelling against our inevitable fate that I refuse to be forgotten. But even if you aren't remembered, you would have influenced people throughout your life, and in turn, those people would influence others. Hey, that's a very positive outlook, but that's not how it works, I think. So your impact would continue to grow even after you're gone. That's true, but I still wish to impact people more directly even after I'm gone. I feel more at ease if I knew the work I created was still out there, able to express who I was. Now I'm really curious to see what kind of content she makes. But if it's a work personal to her, then I can understand not wanting to share it with someone she just met. I guess this isn't something that's so easily pursued as a career, right? Most people who pursue careers in the arts have it pretty rough. Like, yeah, that's true. Arts is a really difficult career to, make a name of yourself, get a proper work or something. It's a really difficult career. With it being hyper competitive and all, that's true. It's super competitive. Yeah, even if you do manage to miraculously make a living creating things you enjoy, then it's rare that you also have a job security with it. And there's a lot more to it. There's a big difference between doing things you like when you want to do them and doing things you like when you have to do it to live. Your perspective on that completely changes. Yes, one is when you will be actually in. enjoying, and one is when you'll be having regrets while doing things. I don't know if it's the correct way to say, but yeah, somewhere along that line, I'm not really a good speaker, so and also not a good thinker. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. If you have to do it for a living, then you might not have a take on projects that you might not necessarily like, even if you're doing what you enjoy. Like an artist might go from drawing works that they are passionate about to having to draw for works that they might not care about. Yeah, and it's not only that. Even if you're able to work on something that you're passionate about, doing the things that you enjoy, you might have to face certain deadlines or have to meet certain expectations. Suddenly, you find yourself doing it because you have to rather than doing it because you want to. Like the same thing, after you finish your degree, you start job hunting and you're like literally begging gods, like, I need a job. I want this job. I like this company. And then you join, then you start, you are like, I enjoy it. But after a few months, you're like, yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this job. I'm just doing it for money. So yeah, you're just doing it because you are doing it. There's no other reason to it. Wouldn't that still be better than having to work a job where you don't enjoy what you do? Well, in a way, yes, but in a way, no as well, because you might start losing interest in what you do, and once you do that, you are going to be completely lost somehow, being like, what am I, what have I been doing all this time, and blah blah blah. You'll just find yourself contradicting yourself and stuff. If you find yourself starting to hate doing what you're passionate about because of all the negatives, then maybe not. That's one of the worst things that can happen. Well, as I said, the absolute worst. You might still love what you do and wouldn't give it up for the world. But if there are so many other negatives tied to it and you find yourself miserable, you won't view it the same way. Yeah, you seem to feel pretty strongly about this. Do you know someone personally that had to go through that? You could say that. Well, I hope to find their answer. I can't imagine feeling like that towards the things I'm passionate about. Ah, I do. I have to do. If there even is an answer of this somewhere, well, if I ever find a way you could do the things you like, the way you want to do it, while also having the security, then I'll let you know. Please let me know as well. But I might want to take that opportunity for myself first. If I could get paid to watch VTubers all day, then that would be the dream. Speaking of VTubers, I'm sure many of them aim to make a living of making content. But I would imagine there are a lot of hardships. There are. Yeah, I'm sure there are. See, don't you feel like the way that VTubers make money is simultaneously humanizing and dehumanizing? And what ways? Whenever if VTubers sell their personality by streaming, it's like they are the product. Well, yeah, they are the product of that agency. Their income. Well, this is the harsh reality. It more than your talent and anything, it just depends on the personality of the VTuber, the art style of the VTuber, and maybe the agency is a bit popular, then based on that. So marketing, I guess that also counts. So it's almost like they are being assigned a monetary value to who they are. Like people who make less money are worth less as people. Me, but that's just not true at all. That's the dehumanizing part of it, right? What's the humanizing part? VTubing allows you to express yourself and do things you want to do. You can make money by connecting with people. Alternatively, you could be pulling a lever as a job. Not that there's anything wrong with pulling a lever as a job, there might be a need for that. But it feels a lot more human to be able to express yourself as a job. That's true. But the dehumanizing part is such a negative way to view things. People have different preferences on who they might want to support. Eh, eh, eh. Just because a VTuber doesn't appeal to a wide audience doesn't mean they are less valuable as a person. Eh, eh, eh. No, I agree. I'm just pointing out that it can seem that way. I don't actually believe it myself. There are so many. Okay, yeah. And there are others I know that have such an amazing community to support them, despite how broken the VTuber might be. I'm curious to know who she's talking about, but it's probably better not to ask or know. Sometimes it feels like Okazaka has such a negative outlook on things, but then sometimes it feels like she has absolute trust in others. There's still too much I don't understand about her. I'm saying, right, just push her into that river or pond or lake, whatever that is, and see if she can swim or not. So you get to know one thing, if she can swim or not. And you can also know what type of swimming she uses. So is it freestyle? Is it butterfly? Is it, I don't know, diving? Mermaid? You never know. She might turn into a mermaid if you throw her in water. Who knows? But I guess that's to be expected. We have only just met each other. I can't be conceited to think I'll understand her right away. Hmm, why are you staring at me? Because you look gloomy and he wants to push you into a river or the pond or lake, whatever it is, to see if you can swim. Oh, I must have been staring at her while thinking to myself. Have you, have you been charmed by all my good points? Oh yeah, of course. You have that realistic view on life and very unique eyes. Wow, you're too kind. I'm sure every girl you meet instantly falls for you once they know how good you are at complimenting. But I prefer to say it with my eyes show how I have learned that cruelty. See, would you rather be innocent, have never experienced the cruelties of the world, or would you rather be someone who's lived through it and is wiser as a result? Hey, both the answers have their own pros and cons, so I abstain from voting. I would like to be the one who managed to learn about everything without having to go through that. Don't be all. Well, that's a wishful thinking. What do you even do all day to look so tired? What do I do? That's a secret. You haven't reached a high enough bond level with me yet to unlock that. Okay, what level am I at right now then? Wait, that's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I figured. Sorry, I missed a digit out of 1,000. Hey, isn't it a bit harsh? Is this one of those pay to win systems where I can just pay to skip everything? Sure, but it's a gacha. Give me 10,000 yen for a 1% chance to skip to max level bond. 99% chance to drop down. Wow, this reads seem familiar. I think I've seen them in the gacha games I've played. Is it a pity system? A billion yen for a guarantee. Yeah, I think I'll stick to my usual gacha games. I think I prefer the 2D. Well, that's the same with me. Give me $1 billion, not yen. In my case, give me $1 billion, and yeah, you can extract whatever information you want from me, and yeah, I don't care because I have $1 billion, so I can probably live my entire life being whatever. Doesn't matter, but I'm still rich, so huh. You have a girl in front of you offering you the secrets of her heart, and you turn her down for some duty waifus. The secrets of your heart involve me paying you money, and I thought we were just talking about what you spend your time on. You don't understand the heart of a maiden, do you? What kind of maiden tries to extract money from an innocent soul? You're anything but innocent. You have already admitted to playing gacha games. What's wrong with gacha games? They lure you in with all these desirable characters that you expect to be able to collect. Then they hit you with predatory practices to make you spend money because you can't get enough resources to get all the characters you want by being free to play. Are you speaking from experience? No, I knew right from the start that it would be a futile effort to be free to play. That's why I started spending money right away. Well, I have always been free to play, so I'm still pure soul, so yeah. Right. Yuri-chan wasn't going to wait for me until her next banner. And I'm guessing you also spent on duplicates so you could max her out? No, no, that can wait until her next banner. But I-chan, on the other hand, stop. My fragile college student finances are crying out in pain right now. I barely have enough to support my favorite VTubers as it is. Hey, think about yourself first. You don't need to donate in every stream or buy every single piece of merchandise to show your support. Many of them would be happy just with you showing up and listening in. Well, it's not like I'm missing out on meals because I'm spending money to support them. I just want to be able to support them whenever I can. Honestly, the support I give isn't nearly enough as what VTubers have given me. All the meaningful experiences I've had, as well as just having a place I can go for comfort, it isn't something that I can just put a monetary value on to repay. Tograsaka seems surprised. Did I make that too personal? I guess most people will be creeped out that I spent a lot on mine. Well, that's true. I'm sure those VTubers feel the same way. What do you mean? That you have also provided something for them that they feel is undeserved or that they won't ever be able to repay. That's not true at all. I'm startled by the abrupt shift in her tone. Viewers aren't just a number to VTubers. They might not know every single name of the supporters, but the connection that VTubers form with the viewers is meaningful. I refuse to believe that the community that they have built together is something that can just be described as a statistic or a way for VTuber to collect a paycheck. Thinking about it, it's not too uncommon to hear that content creation is just a job to VTubers and that you shouldn't get too attached to them. But Kagrazaka is right. There's no way that the relationship can be described like that. Mm, no, you're right. I don't believe that either. I can't fully describe the feelings I have about this connection, but I'm sure that it isn't as shallow as being a statistic. My throat is dry from speaking non-stop for like 42 minutes. Mm. I I realized how less I speak in real life now. Okay. Well, it's not just about me speaking less. I think it was also because I was doing jump ropes and oh my god, still doing 100 of them. I was literally like a asthma patient. I was like gasping for air. I was like, I want air. Give me air. Uh, And for a while, like, I was actually worried that did I actually have an my attack? And then I realized no, like, my lungs are weak. They're as useful as the gills of a fish. So yeah, I don't have lungs of a human. I probably have gills of a fish. So sorry for getting angry. Well, I wasn't angry with speaking your dialogue. So yeah, it's all right. Honestly, I'd rather you have your own beliefs that you're passionate about than be passive and agree with everything I say. I've had interactions where it's obvious that the other person just goes with the flow of whatever I say and doesn't have all that many thoughts of their own. I get that sometimes they just want to come off as nice, but I don't feel like the conversation goes anywhere. That's why talking with Tograzaka feels like a breath of fresh air. Understood. I'll proceed to push all my beliefs onto you from now on. Please don't. I still have some hope of for the world. Albeit only slightly, but I still don't want my outlook to become as bleak as yours. Come on, I've told you I prefer to say that I have more realistic view. And besides, look at me. I manage to smile to the pain every single day. Seeing as how you're able to joke around, I can tell you're doing a great job. Yes. We both laugh after realizing how silly our conversation has been. I did say before that I try to support VTubers when I'm financially able, but if there's one pain I'm unable to smile through, it's that I missed out on Mana's half year anniversary merchandise. That haunts me every day. You mean the playmat, acrylic stand, keychain, and postcard? Yeah, I was able to get everything later from third party sellers except the limited hand signed postcard. That doesn't exist for sale anywhere. Legitimate ones. Okay, how is that pronounced? I forgot. Like legitimate. I don't know. Moving on, I could give you one if you want. Huh? I have one I could give you. One what? You playing dumb or something? The hand signed postcard. I have an extra one laying around that I could give you. Who just has an extra limited time hand signed postcard from one of the biggest VTubers just laying around? I guess you could call me a big fan. Do you want it or not? Well, of course I want it, but I can't just take it for free. That's okay, I don't need your money. Are you looking trying to fix on me? Instead, you can get on your knees and beg for it. Okay, that's totally worth it. Oh no, no way you're doing a doodle in front of her. I start to fold my knees and lower myself to the ground. Wait, stop! I don't actually do it. I react with laughter at her instant response. I think that's the first time I have seen you flustered. Alright, maybe I should just throw the postcard in the trash. Wait, please, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I hope you are. Anyway, I actually have to get going soon. I know you have nothing else to do tomorrow, so let's meet up somewhere in the afternoon. That way I can give you the postcard. That way I can give the postcard to you. Huh, yeah. And you also promise to let me borrow your manga volumes. That can we have you repay me? I pull out my phone to check the time. I actually have to get going soon as well. I can't miss Mana stream tonight. But still, just letting you borrow manga for that postcard doesn't sound like a fair trade. You're right, I'll throw in some as much as I would like to make some as much as I would like some extra money, I still want to repay you back somehow in the future. Fine, fine. If it's just for the sake of making yourself feel better, then sure. Anyway, give me your contact so I can tell you where to meet. Oh, sure. Finally, they exchange contacts. Great. I'll message you tonight. Alright, sounds good. Will this be your first time messaging a girl? I will have you know that I have a loving older sister that takes every opportunity to check up on how I am. I see. Oh, sweet. I guess that answers my question. Okay, let's go. Oh, don't just leave after making a chat like that. She's already walking away. I catch up to her and we make our way out of the park, back the way we came. The light breeze and apple greenery make for a pleasant atmosphere as we walk through the trail. Maybe I should go outside more often. Eh, oh shit, he didn't throw her into the pond, so we never know if Kagurazaka-san can actually swim or not. Hey. The faint whistle of the town and sounds of our footsteps are the only things we hear as we make our way down the street. So, what else do you want to hear? People shouting in the house, fighting, throwing things, murdering each other. What do you want to hear? This doesn't feel like one of those awkward silences where one of us feels like there has to be an ongoing conversation. This is a comfortable silence. Even though Kawasaka asks a lot of questions and can carry on a conversation, she doesn't particularly seem like an outgoing or extroverted person. I can tell that she can appreciate this type of silence as much as I do. Well, an extroverted person doesn't necessarily always have to be keep on talking. They can also be silent sometimes. So, yep. And same goes to an introverted person. They don't need to be, silent always. They can also keep going, keep talking. It depends on situations. So, mm. She seems to be the type of person who spends a lot of her time thinking about stuff. So maybe times like this are nice for her to reflect. I glance over at her. Yep, seems like she's lost in thought. I still don't have the slightest idea of what goes through her mind, even after talking with her more today. Honestly, that might be for the better, both in terms of the continuing thoughts and that she can keep me on my toes. I am snapped out of my own thoughts when Kagurazaka makes a sudden stop. This is the direction I have to go. She points to a branching path on the road. Oh, I go straight from here. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, don't miss me too much and start messaging me like crazy. I have some stuff to do tonight. Ah, how conceited of you to think that I would possibly want to text you over watching Mana stream. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't want you missing out on her stream. She turns to leave and walks away quietly until she's out of sight. Did she look sad because of what I said? I thought she would bounce back those kinds of jabs without a problem. Maybe I'm just an idiot who has no idea how to talk to people. Why do I do this? Now I want to apologize if I said anything out of line, but she told me she'll be busy tonight. I don't want to seem like I'm being pushy. Yep, just don't. She did also tell me that she'll message me on way to meet tomorrow. I guess I'll wait until then. I take a deep breath and make my way home with an all too familiar feeling in my mind. I really do hate myself. Everyone does. not everyone. It's me who does that. So yeah, something I can relate to now. I idly not scold. I idly scroll through the internet to buy time until the start of Mana stream. My eyes wash over the sea of posts about VTubers. Many of them are self-promotions by VTubers themselves on upcoming streams, and others are just memes about what might have happened in the stream this week. Hey, my entire stream is a meme in a way, so because this isn't how we are supposed to stream. I think back to what I talked about with Kagazaka today. I wonder how many of these VTubers are people that took the leap to put themselves out there so they can share what they love and express themselves. Or maybe they were just looking to make a connection with people. I'm sure there are people who are riding the wave and are just doing it for fun, and I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I'm over here for money. Pakani Gahoshi, I'm broke. I want money. I want more money. Oh, by the way, I said right in the last stream that a month back there was a cat coming over our house. She used to drink milk. She used to stick to us. She actually came today morning, and I felt so happy that she came back. She remembered us. She in the evening when she came, she just made the loudest sound like meow. And then we were like, why is she shouting why is she announcing that she came? And oh my god, it was so adorable. I went to the fridge, took out some milk, I poured it in the mug, and as I was going out to put it in the bowl for her, she was, near my leg pouring herself, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. I want. It was so cute. She's just so cute with that. But again, there were people coming from out, so she just ran away. She drank only a few sips of milk and she ran away. I hope she'll come back in the night or tomorrow morning again. I want to see. I want to pet her again. She's just so cute. Yeah, enough about that. But I noticed I said this in a stream that I wanted to see her back. So maybe I'll who knows, maybe the gods of stream were watching me and things became real. Maybe I'll say I just want maybe around some $900 billion. That's it, not much, not asking for much, just $900 billion, and maybe yeah, yeah, let's see, I'll be very happy if that happens. Okay. Okay. But even if you're just doing it for something as simple as having fun, there exists a connection between them and a community that isn't that simple. I had only thought about it from the viewer's perspective, but Kakurazaka is right. VTubers also form their own unique connection with their viewers that can be described as just a statistic. Hey, hey. It would be nice if that's something that they could do with security and peace in mind. Talking with Kagurazaka really puts things into perspective. Streaming and content creation in general isn't always going to be reliable. VTubers only recently exploded in popularity, and we have no idea if that will still be the case. Well, it is. They are like super popular right now to the point that J dramas are including VTubers as well, and I'm like, hey. I'm like literally going like. Okay, I am making a tongue clicking sound and my mic won't pick that up, so I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah. If you do that as your only source of income, then treating it as a job might change your view of your passion. And even if you're using it as a way to escape from reality, then it's not like you're safe from those feelings. I've seen plenty of VTubers struggle with growth, and once you tie in those feelings of success and failure to your passion, then you might end up tired of pursuing it. There's likely a lot more things that I don't realize about VTubing. My thoughts are interrupted by the start of Mana's intro. Okay, it's time for me to drink water because I am going to start doing absolute horrible commentary. And a very bad voice acting of a VTuber. Ikuzo. Mana, it's your shining star in the night sky, Mana Orion. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, alright, good, great. But, well, you're in luck because I'm here now. You'll be having a good time in my stream, and I won't be taking no for an answer. Okay, who's saying no? Show yourself. Ah, this is where everybody either tries to hide the one that said that or they'll spam me with a smiley face. Looks like everybody is saying me. I might have to ban all of the chat at this rate. But I'm merciful, so I'll let you guys go. I'll be playing this gacha game that I recently picked up. It's called Nova. I heard a lot of good things about this game, but didn't really have the chance to play it much until the publishers contacted me for a sponsored stream. Hey. So I played it for a bit and started liking it a lot, mostly because the character designs are so cute. Oh no, not another gacha game stream. How much is she going to spend this time? Guys, stop saying oh no. I'm just trying to get one of the 5 stars, just one, that's all. And I looked up the rates beforehand. The expected amount is about 10,000 yen for this particular one. Where have I seen this before? I have seen this a lot of places. So the last time she had a gacha game stream, she got incredibly unlucky with the character she wanted and had to hit the pity. Oh, she had to hit the pity or amount needed to guarantee the character. Okay. And I have heard that this particular game okay, sorry, show my stuff now. And I have heard that this particular game she's playing right now doesn't have a pity system. Hey, that's so bad right now. If the gacha game doesn't have a pity system, that's horrible. Hey, I feel bad. I feel bad for her. I know that she's not even a real VTuber, but I feel bad for her right now. Ah, the entry to this game is so cute. I've already played through all the tutorials and learned the basics so I could get straight to the character building because I know that's what you all are here for. It's true, people are attracted to seeing other people gamble. The chat is spamming pull when over and over. Alright, this should be where I can buy all the gems to pull. I've already loaded in 10,000 yen worth of gems to summon. Mana starts humming to herself happily as she casually exchanges all of her in-game paid currencies summoning orbs in one set of clicks. So I'll be like, bloom blam blim bloom blim 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 blam bloom blim bloom 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 blah. She's doing her summoning rituals, which most of us gacha players do, which I sometimes used to do. For me, my gacha ritual is closing my eyes and hitting that button and waiting for like few seconds and then being disappointed but not getting the card that I wanted. So, yeah. Okay, let's go! I'm really sorry for people who are on mic, but yeah, there's no one, so yeah. Mana changes the pitch of her voice up and down in a playful manner. So, I'm looking for Haruka-chan. I've already done my research. Seems like she's one of the best units, as well as being the cutest out of all these girls. Best units, Haruka-chan. Proseka, you mean from Warmer-jam? Well, she is actually the cutest, but I won't say she's cutest out of all these girls. Well, people have the preferences, so yeah. Hey. Basically, what I'm saying is that we are meant to be, and if I don't get her, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Are you going to stab someone? Because if you're going to do, then that's concerning. And it's concerning that I'm having these type of thoughts. I really need some kind of therapy. Yeah. I have to take my anger out on you guys if that happens. Well, she might stab someone, so hopefully Haruka-chan comes out. Okay, I'm starting now. The cursor hovers over the 10 pull button, but Mana has yet to press it. Okay. It would be funny if I just start here. I'm sure everybody is waiting in anticipation for her to press the button and see what she gets. This is so like her to mess with everybody and just wait. Chat's always spamming about being edged. I bet everybody has their eyes glued to the screen and is scrolling all over the keyboards in anticipation. Fine, I'll do it. Mana finally presses the button and the screen transitions into a beautiful animation of a portal opening. The portal glows with a golden hue to indicate that she has gotten a 5-star. Mana starts screaming in excitement at obtaining a 5-star in her first set of summons. Already? When the chance is like 2%? I can see the wave of stream alert coming in. See guys, this is what I meant when I said Haruka-chan and I were meant to be. But is the 5-star really Haruka-chan? Or could it be Kaora? I don't know. But could it be Atura? Oh yeah. Could it be Akura-chan? Stop saying pre-recorded stream. You guys are basically calling yourself chatbots. Mana skips through the lower rated characters until she gets to the golden glow. Lucky, lucky. Only to be met with a character distinct from the one she was aiming for. Ah, this is the wrong character. There are two 5 stars on this particular summon, and I got the wrong one. That's okay. Yui-chan is also cute, and it was only the first set of summons, so that's lucky. Let's keep going. Mana quickly burns through the remainder of her summons without any instances of a golden glow. She lets out an audible groan as she reaches the last of her summons. I went through 80 without a single 5 star. I don't know how she's smiling, so yeah. Surely this will be the one. The portal glows with a golden hue as Mana uses the last of her pulse. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Mana's model jerks up as she lets out a gasp. Oh, this is the one! Mana quickly skips through the animations of the lower rated characters until she is met with a golden animation. A familiar face pops out as Haruka once again evades being summoned. No! Why? Doshite! Haruka-chan, why? The audible squeak of a chair can be heard as Mana's model falls backward until it reaches the limit of its motion range. Is it something like this? Ah, okay, sorry, I just kind of dropped my mic, so yeah. Everybody's just miming that Mana cry emote while others are wailing in Mana's clutch of suffering. Can't say I feel anything different. Mana's frozen model indicates that the real life person is still sulking back in a chair and hasn't entered a visual range of a motion capture. Suddenly, the squeaking of a chair can be heard as Mana's model starts moving again. You know what? That's alright. That was just the expected value. That just means I'm below average in terms of luck. That happens. You know what they say about the sunk cost truth? Can't let that money has just spent go to waste. I'm pretty sure. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. Let me turn the display off so I can charge more gems. The game display turns black as the sound of a plastic card can be heard being dropped on a table. Mana starts humming to herself as if to point out that the irony of the large amount of money that can be dropped so casually on gacha games. So, is she humming like yeah. The game display returns right where it had been when it had disconnected. Haruka-chan will be mine. Minutes pass as the summons are quickly used in succession without any sightings of a gold portal. Mana doesn't say anything, but every 10 pull that is used without a 5 star, Mana closes her eyes and tilts her head upward slowly and silently to reflect her agony. Pain. That's the only word that's come from Mana in the past 50 oh my god, 50 summons? As she uses her second to last 10 pull without avail, she gives her most exaggerated silent display of pain yet. Last 10 pull. That's okay. I still got another 10. Surely this will be the one. You can make it through this, Mana. This is painful to watch, but it's also funny to see her exaggerated reactions. It looks like the life got sucked out of her reminds me of Tokazaka. A golden portal awaits, peers as Mana widens her eyes and leans forward. This is it! This is the one! The sounds of Mana mashing her screen could be heard as she quickly skips through the animations. On her 9th summon, she's met again with a familiar face. No! Mana once again sinks backward as the familiar image of the character Yue populates the screen. Good-chan, why? Waves of emotes and the word pain surge to the chat window. I guess it was meant to be. Maybe we were just. Mana transitions to the next screen while talking. A golden glow appears with a new image. Haruka-chan! Mana rapidly starts clapping and drumming on the desk to express her excitement without damaging anything. You did love me after all. Come here. No, that isn't like me. That isn't like me. That was so embarrassing. The sounds of sex that are comfortably close to a microphone can be heard to the stream. Chuckle at how Mana has made this pulling session out to be some sort of emotional journey for her. You really did come home after all. This time to drop every resource I have into her. Mana deftly navigates through the array of many options to reach the section to grow characters. There we go, and this too. There's something I want to mention since I have been seeing it come up when I was looking this game up. Please don't wail shame. People value things differently and could have no problem spending money on something they enjoy because they think it's worth it. If someone consciously decides it's worth it to spend X amount of money for a Y% chance to get something they want, and they are not compromising other things that they might value more, then that's completely fine. It's their money, actually. Yeah, we should not shame people on that. Don't shame them just because they decided to spend a bunch of money on just a video game or something similar. That's just being insensitive to our subjective experiences. It's okay to spend money on things we enjoy. I'm not trying to promote gacha addiction this stream through my own spending. I thought this was worth it for me to do as content and for my own enjoyment. Even if I didn't get what I want, I wouldn't have regretted it because I consciously decided it was worth it to spend this money on the chance I get what I want. Of course, people can get addicted and end up spending money that they otherwise think is better used on other things, but they can't stop themselves. But we can't know for sure until we get a bigger picture. I don't see it in this community really, but I see it a lot elsewhere on the internet. Let's all try to be more mindful of others' experiences and values, okay? That was sudden, but not completely out of nowhere. I see it as well on the internet all the time. It's not just gacha games, but it applies to a lot of other hobbies. I think most people would scoff at the amount of money I spend on merchandise and donating, but it's what I enjoy. I don't regret it. Okay, all done. Let's use her in some missions now. And imagine Haruka-chan becomes the most useless character she ever has. After navigating through the menu options for the mission screen, the screen is soon filled with tile spaces to reveal a turn-based grid system. Mana effortlessly starts placing units on the board with intent. Hasn't she only started recently? I guess she's always been good at grasping game concepts. I quickly glance over at the chat window to see that people are already trying to backseat by telling her to use other units. Guys, I've told you this before, it's much more productive to frame your own views in a way that's constructive rather than trying to tell someone that what they're doing is wrong. Hey, my mouth feels tired speaking all. I'm tired. How do people speak for hours and hours? I've seen people streaming for like 12 hours. Srinath, how do they do it? Do they not get tired? My jaw hurts. Instead of saying that unit is bad, please the other one, you can say something like, I think this unit is not optimal for the cell because it specializes in long range, while the map design is more compact, as well as it having less synergy with my other units. That way we are understanding why something might not be optimal instead of pushing views onto each other. As always, Mana surprises me at how adept she is at handling issues. I guess that's why she's a top VTuber, always composed and strong-minded without being too pushy when she should be. Mango, sorry. Mana, Mana manages to clear the levels with relative ease while regularly interacting with her. I would never be able to do that, so kudos. This continues on for about an hour and a half. That should be enough for the content that I can do right now without refilling on energy. I think I'll move on to reading super chats and just hang out for a bit. Okay, first off is Mana fan number 21110. I love this game. I'm so glad you got sponsored. I'm looking forward to how you play. Oh, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of different approaches to reading donation messages, especially depending on the streaming platform, but I'm surprised someone as big as Mana still reads out every single super chat. It honestly seems like a ton of work, and I can see why VTubers wouldn't depending on this approach, but it really does help the community feel close with her. The super chat reading continues on with Mana, able to provide active responses to any questions or inquiries that were thrown at her. Next, we have Johnson, 2427 Sam. Mana, I wanted to send a super chat to tell you how much your streams mean to me. I'm going through a really rough time, and you have been a light that shines through the darkness. You have saved me. I don't think I would still be around if it weren't for you, so thank you. Oh boy, it's one of these messages. I mean, I can understand where he's coming from. He probably thinks that they might be flattered in a way for being such an important part of his life. or that his feelings are so strong that he can't contain it, but nobody wants to have to take the burden of being the only hope for somebody just too overbearing. Johnson-san, I'm really glad my streams could be a place of solace for you. But that little bit of light is the only thing I can really provide. The only person that can save you is yourself. I don't have the power to save anybody. Heck, I don't even think I have the power to save myself. I really do hope you find the strength to turn things around. Huh, what did you mean by that? That's just as confused as I am. Hehe, don't worry about it, guys. I'm here to try and spread smiles as best I can by sharing the things I love. We never know what anybody behind the screen might be going through, but I wish for this to continue being a place that everybody can come to for comfort through whatever tough times you might be going through. Hey, right now I'm going through a tough time because my jaws are hurting like hell. Man, maybe I should start talking to people. Or maybe instead of talking, I should maybe do more jaw exercise like opening and closing my mouth like ah, e, ah, e, ah. Well, that will help and probably tightening the skin near my jawline probably so I can have a flat jawline that way. Interesting. This is like Mana to say she continues to be a pillar of support for so many people. The strength is what makes so many people look up to her. But I'm still wondering what she meant by she said that she doesn't have the power to save herself. Alright, next up is Mana continued to read her super chats for about an hour until she was finished with the last one. I think that's the last one. I think I'm going to call it for tonight now. This was a fun stream, but I gotta get some things ready for some stuff tomorrow. Huh. Don't forget about my anniversary coming up. Oh yes, Mana! Bye bye. You can only save yourself, huh? I don't know if that's entirely true to my experience. I'm not a strong person. I wasn't able to save myself. I had to turn to VTubers for comfort. There's no way that Mana could feel as powerless as I do. I mean, look at how much influence she has and how many people love her. How could she be someone who isn't strong enough to save herself? In the back of my mind, I knew what it was that I was suddenly wishing for. Stop. There's no way I could ever be someone who could save someone like Mana. That's just conceited and self righteous. These are the things, these are the kind of thoughts that I wish I couldn't have. Why? Why am I such a hypocrite? Wanting to be someone that can save others while when I have nothing to offer. My thoughts are interrupted by the notification sound of my phone. Oh yeah, forgot that Kograzaka would message me. Don't miss me too. Didn't miss me too much, did you? No, harsh. Is tomorrow at 2 p.m. fine with you? Yeah, that's okay. I want to know which university it is that you actually don't have classes at 2 p.m. because I had classes straight up from 8:30 a.m. to like 4 p.m. Like I had continuous classes over in this time, and the only break that I had was around from 11:30 to around 1:30 p.m. That was the only 2 hours I had a lunch break, and yeah, that's it. I had continuous classes. Oh, there's a classroom, room 402 in the economics building in the west wing of the campus at Namazu that nobody ever checks. I usually hang out there by myself when I want a place to sit down and think. The doors should still be open for summer courses, but most people should be gone for break. That okay with you? Yeah, alright, don't forget the manga volumes or you will regret it. Okay, you alright? I realize I have been letting my mood show over text. Such a stupid mistake. Now I got Kagrasaka worrying about someone like me. Sorry, haha. Nothing happened. I guess it just shows how little I text. How dumb of me. There is no response back. I sat in my chair staring at my phone for a good minute. Suddenly, my phone starts ringing. It's Kagurazaka. Ah, I think we are gonna have a really long chat over here. So, I will probably save the game for today and end the stream for today as well because I have been speaking non-stop for 1 hour and my jaw hurts like hell. So yeah, yeah. So shall I also try something like oh yes, Sukun Chennai? So that sounds so cringe. Like yeah. So yep, I will